good morning and happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody is having a great morning. You're listening to the Parkway Pulse on Lone Star Internet Radio, and hopefully everybody is getting ready for their Thanksgiving feast, getting some cooking done, having some time with family, and great opportunity for everybody to put this on in the background so you can learn some great stuff about the Magnolia Parkway Chamber of Commerce and all the great things happening with us. I have my buddy, pal, and friend here, Judy Bodie with Klein Wealth Management. And good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Thanksgiving.
To you as well. Thank you.
You got family things going on as soon as we're for Thanksgiving?
Got to eat turkey, got to eat pie.
Too much of it, take a nap, watch some football.
That's right, the Packers are playing.
Uh-oh, are we going to go there?
No.
Because we have Texans and then there's the Steelers in my house. So probably not a good thing to go there this morning.
Know, right?
But this morning on the Parkway Pulse, we just want to kind of give you a little bit of information about some things going on with us and hopefully have some new people that we have listening and learn a little bit about the Magnolia Parkway Chamber of Commerce. The Parkway Pulse is our opportunity to give our community a chance to learn about things that we're doing, learn some things that are going on in the Magnolia Parkway greater area, and hopefully get a chance to know some more about us. Judy, tell us about, I guess we have the newest thing that's coming up is going to be our luncheon next Tuesday.
That's right. On the 24th, we have our regular networking luncheon at Grace Point Fellowship. That's on Corporate Woods Drive in Magnolia off of 1488. We have signs up, and of course you can always, go on our website and register and just to get some more information about it. But it's a great opportunity, I think, for people to really come together and network with some people they haven't met before. It's a good environment in a casual atmosphere to just be able to sit and eat with people and get to know people and see who can help who in the area.
We have our speed networking that
right.
we do at our luncheons. So give us a little bit of information about how we do our speed networking.
Well, I've never actually done speed dating, but I guess it's kind of similar to that. So you eat your lunch, and then we go through some things, some basic things for the chamber. But then after a while, we kind of ding a bell or blow a whistle, and everybody shifts tables, and they get to meet a whole new table full of people to talk to. And then we do it a couple times. So hopefully by the end of the day, you've had an opportunity to meet lots of new people, exchange some business cards, see where you might be able to do business and do business with other people and, giving them some business. So.
And it's always fun because it's not always in a big group. You're in a group of 6 to 8 people at the table. And so you have an opportunity to have a little bit more of a one-on-one conversation with some new people and different atmosphere, different group of people that come, and an opportunity for you to stand up in front of the entire group and do a little 30-second commercial to introduce your business to other people there. Again, great networking opportunities that we have.
Right. I think one of the good things, too, about our chamber that we hear from feedback, not that we just make it up and try to make it happen, but one thing we always hear is that we are a really, really friendly chamber. So we hope that if people come to these events, they know somebody's going to greet them at the door. Somebody's going to sit with them. They're probably going to have a good time. I mean, they're going to meet some new people and probably like some new people. So I think that's one thing we try to really strive for, too, because nothing is worse than going to a place for the first time and nobody talks to you.
You stand at the door and you see everybody else having a good time. That lasts for about 2.5 seconds when you come in our door. You're welcomed, pulled in, dragged in, and part of the group as soon as you walk in. And that's something that we're very proud of with the chamber. Again, registering for our breakfast as well is done online. MagnoliaParkwayCC.org, and you can go and register online so that we know you're coming, and we'd love to have you there. Encourage new people, encourage our members to bring guests and introduce new people to us. Speaking of new things, we just had our annual elections for new board members.
We're excited.
So tell us about our new board members.
We've got 3 new board members this year. Dawn Piat is with Sundown Window Tinting. Tabitha Cameline is with Prime Path Financial, and Kendrick Skipper, of course, is with Chick-fil-A. So we're really excited. They're really qualified. They're great people. I think they're really going to be a great addition to the board. And we're excited. I think, we haven't really started all working together yet, but they've been great made a great contribution to the chamber so far, and so we're excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm on the board, as hopefully everybody knows. Judy has been our our chair of the board for this last year, and has done an amazing job. We love her dearly, and have definitely grown under your guidance, and hopefully that will continue with our incoming chair, which will be Candy Emmerich,
Absolutely,
with First Financial. Looking forward to all the new stuff that's coming there.
That's right. And of course, we always have, Kelly is our president, and she does a great job. So if
we
people
couldn't do
have
without
questions,
Kelly.
they can always call the chamber office. They can go on the website, but she's really the pulse of the chamber,
Absolutely.
keeping us moving forward and
Growing.
Absolutely. She's been such a great addition, and so we're always happy to have her.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Got another event coming up. We've got a member of our chamber that's opening up a new location. They haven't actually have a ribbon cutting, an open house this coming Saturday the 21st, and or have had on the 21st.
That's right.
Actually. That was the Saddle River Range.
That's right. We're
1488 and Horseshoe
deal.
Bend.
Right.
They had their big grand opening and facility there. It's a firearms and archery range. Huge, beautiful building right there, and a lot of good stuff going to be coming from them. So if you didn't get a chance to go to the ribbon cutting, definitely stop by and check out their new facility. Sounds like they're going to have a lot of fun stuff to do for both firearms and archery.
That's right. That's a fun thing, too. When we have these ribbon cuttings, and I know we've got several coming up recently, and I've just had several, that's a good opportunity to get over to someone's business and really just welcome them to the community and show your support, for those people that are there.
Absolutely.
As they're starting their businesses. Because we know, now that we're entering, the Christmas season, of course, the mad rush is about to start hours from now. We really want people to remember to shop local.
Well, Saturday, Saturday after
Exactly.
Thanksgiving, this coming Saturday will be Small Business Saturday. We encourage everybody in our area to shop local, to check out all of the great businesses that are in that 1488 Magnolia Parkway corridor. If you have any questions about any kind of businesses, you're more than welcome to go to the website for the chamber. We have a list of our member businesses and a little bit of information about where they're at and what they do, so that if you're looking for a particular type of business, you can always reference the chamber's website to find some information on those businesses. But we encourage you to shop local and support those small businesses in our area that are such a huge part of the growth of this area.
Absolutely.
I know, as I own an insurance agency. It's amazing to me the growth that we're having in the small businesses and the commercial enterprises that are going up. Blessed to have the opportunity to work with a lot of them that are coming up here, and the opportunities that they're seeing for starting a lot of new businesses out here. So it's wonderful.
Well, and it ties together with the Chamber of Commerce too. That's what we're there for. And for those of us, that are in business and in small businesses, that's why we're there. So we encourage small businesses, get involved in the Chamber of Commerce. That's what you and I do. And of course my office is in Tomball with Klein Wealth Management, but we're the chamber without borders.
Absolutely.
With technology being what it is nowadays, we can really move around a lot further, just even sometimes through our fingertips. I know you know that too. People can call you or email you, and you can do a lot of business via the phone or email technology. So
a lot of people don't realize what a Chamber of Commerce can do for a community. The one thing that we want to make sure that everybody understands is that it's not just a bunch of businesses in there to benefit themselves. It's an opportunity for someone to come in that has a small business or a large business. We encourage big business. We encourage the corporations to also be partners with us in the growth. But one of the things that our chamber does is we're trying and working to be more active in providing information about local issues. Traffic has been a big thing in the Magnolia Parkway area. So we've worked really hard to try and make sure that we provide as much information as we can to our members and to the community as a resource for information on school bonds, on elections, not necessarily endorsing candidates or any kind of bonds, but being a source of information information for the road construction. And if someone needs to
Yes.
know about stuff going on, they can come to the
Governmental
chamber.
things, right? Absolutely.
So,
Right.
so we're really happy that you're here on Thanksgiving and hopefully enjoying preparing your feast with family and enjoying those blessings of the day. We're going to step out for just 1 second and take a break, and we'll be back with our first guest, which is going to be Melanie Bush with Better Bookkeepers. Perfect time of the year to talk about bookkeeping and taxes and all those wonderful things. So come back.
At Jazzy Junk, volunteers reclaim, restore, and recycle. Jazzy Junk is a non-profit resale storefront where you will discover wonderful, unique finds at very affordable prices on furniture, antiques, books, art, home decor, and more. When you shop Jazzy Junk, you support New Danville, a community for adults with developmental disabilities. We receive new donations daily, so plan a visit to Jazzy Junk today to find that perfect item or gift. Our motto is here today, gone today, so remember to hurry in and shop often for the best selection. Jazzy Junk is located in the outlets at Conroe on Klein Road and I-45 North. Call 936-441-4500 or visit our website, jazzyjunk.org, that's JUNQUE, for more information and store hours.
I'm Lieutenant Bob Berry with the Conroe Police Department, reminding you that texting and talking on the phone while driving are not only dangerous, but also illegal in school zones and other posted areas. Drive safely and alert.
Howdy, howdy, folks. Cable Smith, host of the Lone Star Outdoors Show, inviting you to join me Saturday mornings from 7 to 8 on Lone Star Internet Radio for Texas' premier hunting, fishing, and outdoor talk show. So pour yourself another cup of coffee and pull up that stool a little closer to the old campfire, because if you can catch it or kill it in Texas, we're going to talk about it. That's right. Bucks and ducks, gobblers, monster bass, redfish, trout, and a whole lot more. Plus, you never know what outdoor celebrity is going to drop by, from Phil the Duck Commander Robertson to fishing legend Bill Dance or everybody's favorite uncle Ted Nugent. Heck, we might even mix in an interview and hear some brand spanking new Texas music from one of your favorite Texas musicians like Robert Earl Keen, Brandon Ryder, or the honky-tonk kid himself, Aaron Watson. Loved or hated but never ignored, it's the Lone Star Outdoors Show with me, Cable Smith, Saturday mornings from 7 to 8 right here on Lone Star Internet Radio on irlonestar.com.
And welcome back. This is Trish Cooper with Patricia Cooper Insurance, and you are listening to the Parkway Pulse on Lone Star Internet Radio. It's irlonestar.com. If you're already here, you know that. So we're on Thanksgiving. We're counting some blessings here today, hoping that you're having a great time preparing your Thanksgiving feast and enjoying some wonderful time with family and friends, and counting all of those blessings of the season. And we have our first guest with us, and it is Miss Melanie Bush with the Better Bookkeepers. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I am excited to hear about some information I know for my business that I would love to hear about. And so this is a perfect time of year to talk about bookkeeping,
Yes,
is it not?
Yes, it is.
So you are with Better Bookkeepers. So just give us a little information. Why did you start Better Bookkeepers?
I've been a contract bookkeeper for a long time. My mom is an accountant, and so I started probably working for her at around 13, 14.
Oh, wow.
And I started the business as a solo and just got to the point that it was more than one person could do, and about 5 years ago expanded as Better Bookkeepers, and so we're now a team of 14
Oh my
presently.
goodness.
So it has grown tremendously over the last 5 years.
That's awesome. Well, we're definitely glad to have you as a chamber member. We have one of your staff who is one of my faithful committee members and helps us get this show going. And that's Miss Heidi Bullard, and we thank her greatly. She works with you.
She's
and
amazing.
I love have her because she helps me get this show running smoothly, and so we're grateful to have her, and you're allowing us to have her work with us on here. So tell us, there's some exciting things going on with your business. Tell us what's going on.
Well, we really enjoy being involved in all the chambers that we are involved in, but the most exciting part is we've actually expanded and are starting a second office in the Georgetown Round Rock area. And so
Wow.
we've even joined the Georgetown Chamber and are presently joining the Round Rock Chamber as well and getting
Wow.
involved over there.
Cool.
You talked about Heidi and her involvement. It's crucial in the culture of Better Bookkeepers that we give back, that we're involved in the community, that we're involved in our chambers. And so I have a staff person who is very involved in the Conroe Chamber and somebody very involved in the Woodlands Chamber. And then Heidi and both Melanie Davis are pretty
Right.
active in the Magnolia Parkway. And it's just important to me that we continue to serve and be involved in committees. So
Yep. I mean, you get it. It's important, being able to participate in the chamber. It does help grow your business, but it also gives you an opportunity to show the community the things that you're able to do to give back, and it's a wonderful thing to do. So we're definitely, again, glad to
Well,
have you in the chamber with us. So
we love what y'all are doing. The Magnolia Parkway Chamber has been fabulous, and I adore Kelly to pieces. She has really taken y'all to the next level.
Absolutely, and that's the exciting part coming up in this next year. All of the wonderful things that Kelly has planned for us.
I believe that.
So it'll be fun going into this next year and being able to continue that growth and those things that Kelly is working us through.
Yes.
So we're glad to have her. So tell us some things. What would be the top 3 things that you would want to share with small to medium business owners?
From a bookkeeping perspective, I really want to focus. Here we are, it's the end of the year, and a lot of people are scrambling because they haven't done their books for the last 6 months or longer. We're seeing quite a few of those come in that they haven't done anything since they finished their tax prep for 14. And so I would encourage them to either seek help with doing that or to get it done
Immediately.
and not to wait to the last minute. I mean, in January, we've got all the 1099 deadlines at the end of the month,
Right.
January 31st, all the W-2s, all of those tax deadlines fall then, and you really don't want to be penalized. And so it's important that you have up-to-date books so that you are able to meet those deadlines. So that's the first thing. Don't delay. The longer you wait, the worse it gets. Second thing would be, to really look at your financials. A lot of our business owners operate based on what's in their checking account. And okay, yes, you can pay your bills. That's great. But you don't know if you're actually making money if you don't look at your P&L on a monthly basis, if you're not looking at your balance sheet and seeing trends and spotting things. So if you need help understanding all that, get with your CPA, get with a bookkeeper, financial advisor, somebody along those lines so that you can understand what your business is really doing, because you can have money in your checking account but still be losing money on the
Absolutely.
business. And so it's crucial that business owners understand what their business is really doing. Third, I would emphasize is give back. There's so much more out there than just doing business.
Absolutely.
And we need to take care of each other, and we need to take care of our employees. We need to take care of our clients. And so look for ways in which you can intentionally give in the community. And so find a charity, something that your staff and you can be passionate about, and get involved. So those would be my
Absolutely.
3 tips.
Absolutely. Good tips, especially today, Thanksgiving, giving back. That's an important thing that successful business owners realize from the very beginning, that you are a part of the community. You're a representation of what our community stands for. And so when you have businesses that are more visible in the community and giving back, it only comes back to your business as a benefit, as a blessing, because you have that visibility and people have that level of trust that you are going to take care of them and that you are compassionate
And going to do the right thing.
and do the right thing. And that's an important thing as a business to have that reputation and that ability in the community that they know who you are and what you're about.
Exactly.
And giving thanks.
Yes.
On
Constantly.
a daily basis, not just on Thanksgiving Day.
Sometimes hourly.
And sometimes we have to fight for those blessings and find them.
Yes.
They may be smaller, but always able to find blessings wherever we can. So your business, as far as the bookkeeping, you work with small businesses.
Wide variety.
Okay.
So to talk about that, we have clients that probably are solo shops that could be just starting out and barely break in $100,000, $150,000 in gross revenue, all the way up to some of our largest clients are in the $50 to $100 million mark.
Okay.
So it really depends on what the client needs. Those smaller clients usually need us to help set up, us to train them on their bookkeeping, but then they don't have the budget yet to where they need to outsource. They don't have the growth to where they are running so ragged that they aren't taking care of it themselves.
Right.
So we help get them started in the right direction and teach them how to do it on their own. And then as they grow, our clients tend to become more of those steady, either weekly, semi-weekly, monthly bookkeeping clients that we do the whole gamut. We can run their payroll, we can do their day-to-day accounting, and then our bigger clients have internal staff, but we review. We're kind of that double check on them.
Right.
Some of it is a little bit of fraud prevention. You don't really want the same person that's on your payroll running your payroll. Usually it's not a great idea. And so we have caught fraud in the past in doing that, but we are that double check for them. So we can come in and train their new staff. We consult with them, make sure that they're headed in the right direction, make sure that they're reviewing things and that we're protecting the owner as they continue to grow.
Okay. And you start, so a lot of people think that, to have a bookkeeper, I need to be making a lot of money and I need to be able to. Bookkeepers are not necessarily, and your ability in your business is not necessarily something that's done every day and that you turn everything over. You can actually, like you said, help that new small business owner, just get them set up the right way so that they have everything set up. And you grow with them.
It's so much more important that you set it up correctly. One of the clients that we've recently started working with actually totally messed up their chart of accounts and deciding to do it on their own. And we ended up, the better and cheaper option was to scrap the entire file and to start new. And so that has been extremely beneficial to the client, that they realize now, wait and stop. So as our small business owners are coming in and they're starting things, it's highly important that you get that. But a bookkeeper doesn't need to be a full-time person on your payroll. A bookkeeper doesn't need to be a part-time person. It doesn't even need to be somebody that does it 4 hours a week. It depends on what your business needs. And so we tailor that to our client.
Good.
We have clients that we do 2 hours a month. We have clients that we do 2 hours a week. We have clients, it just is a wide range. And the nice thing is we do everything on a fixed price. They know exactly what their monthly budget is. For their bookkeeping, there's no hidden surprises.
Perfect.
So
that's awesome. Okay. Fixing to go to commercial here. So real quick, tell me something. What advice would you give for a woman like you, someone wanting to start a business as a woman?
Main thing, relationships. In this community, it is all about building relationships.
Absolutely.
And we women are very good at that. We like people generally. And so I would say get involved in something. Get involved in the chamber. Get involved in finding those relationships that you can be of benefit to. And start to cultivate those. It's not about necessarily starting, hey, can I sell you on my business? It's about getting to know the person and developing those relationships. And the referrals in the business come naturally from that.
All right. Well, we hope that everyone is enjoying their Thanksgiving, listening to a lot of good information that we have. You've been listening to and continuing to listen to the Parkway Pulse, which is brought to you from the Magnolia Parkway Chamber of Commerce. We're going to take a short break and come back with our next guest, who is going to be Lorrie Klein with Klein Wealth Management. And we're excited to talk to her about some great stuff as well. So we'll be right back.
The East Texas Dream Center is in need of your help. We are a nonprofit Christian organization that houses women and children who are trying to get their lives back after being homeless, abused, or addicted. We are conveniently located at 301 South 1st Street, Conroe, Texas, 77301, right here in Montgomery County. Our needs are financial and every needs of gasoline, cleaning supplies, laundry soap, Lysol, and whatever else God puts in your heart. To help our ladies and children, please consider a donation. You may visit our website at www.easttexasdreamcenter.org. Again, so you don't forget, it's www.easttexasdreamcenter.org. Donations are tax deductible. Remember what Jesus said, with God, nothing is impossible.
Heaven's Army of Resources and Recreation Center is a 501c3 nonprofit organization featuring a 10,000 square foot building located at 19325 FM 1485 West, New Caney, Texas. At Heaven's Army, we offer over 26 different services free for all ages, from karate, dance, drug and alcohol classes, anger management, parenting, food and clothing pantries, to just name a few. We are supported solely by volunteers and private donations. Our main mission is to glorify God in all that we do. At Heaven's Army, we strive to be a hand up, not a handout. Come check us out at 19325 FM 1485 West, New Caney, Texas, or call for more information at 281-689-5864. You may also learn more about Heaven's Army by visiting our website at heavensarmyofresources.com.
Ho, ho, ho! Santa Claus is coming to the Owen Theater this December, and you can meet me there in person. Every weekend between December 4th and December 20th, I will visit with and pose for pictures with all the good girls and boys who have purchased tickets for our Christmas season production of Meet Me in St. Louis. This timeless musical about how the Smith family is preparing for big changes amid the excitement of the 1904 World's Fair is a must-see for your entire family. Get your tickets today for this wonderful show, and don't miss me, Santa Claus, December the 4th through the 20th, live at the Owen Theater during the run of Meet Me in St. Louis. Ho, ho, ho!
And welcome back. Happy Thanksgiving, and hope you're enjoying our show. You're listening to the Parkway Pulse on our LoneStar.com, Lone Star Internet Radio. We have one more guest with us that I am very excited to discuss some things about taxes on, and it'll actually be fun and not painful. I have Lorrie Klein with Klein Wealth Management here, and she's going to give us a lot of great information. This time of year, everybody's starting to talk about and think about getting their taxes together, and she's got some great information for us this morning to get you prepared for tax season coming up. So welcome, Lorrie. Glad to have you.
Thank you. I am thrilled to be here. You know, there's nothing more fun than turkey and taxes on the same day.
That is an interesting combination, most definitely.
It is. I hope they've eaten before I give them the highs of some of these bills or the lows.
Most definitely. So talking about, we've had so many changes, lots of stuff going on in dealing with taxes and the things that affect your clients, both individual as well as business clients. So there's been some significant legislation going on this year in taxes. So tell us some of the stuff that's going on and what we need to know.
Yes, we've had 3 major bills. You know, part of our firm are life planners, and besides retirement and estate and investment planning, we do a lot of tax preparation and planning. And there's 4,029 pages in our tax bill and we help to navigate that for people. But we have had 3 major bills, and tax is not in any of the names of the bills.
Oh, goodness.
So the first one was the Trade Preference Extension Act of 2015 and the Defending Public Safety Employees Retirement Act, which was passed and signed June 29th. It had a major tax change in that bill that was added onto that bill. Mm-hmm. And what that did was change some of the education credits. It also refundable tax child care credit. It made changes in those laws, and it also increased penalties for not doing things. So the information returns, 1099s. Better Bookkeeping was just talking about getting your 1099s
Yes.
done as of January 31st to the employees, February to the IRS. The penalty for not doing a 1099 went from $100 to $250. So everyone that you have contract labor with, you need to get a W-9 and get their ID number and get their address and get them to sign it. Because if you are picked for a random audit, you're going to be hit with $250 per 1099 for not sending it out.
Wow.
And that was in that bill. That was in that
Goodness.
bill.
And that can affect a small business if you have, 5 or 10 contractors that you work with and somehow don't get that information. That could be an expensive mistake.
It can be, because one of the top audit triggers this year, they're going after payroll taxes and 1099s, people that do not file 1099s for their workers or have payroll fraud on their W-2. And they have hired extra agents for that because they feel there's a lot of workers that are not being reported. A lot of work is not being reported in wages to the IRS in the 1099 field, contract labor. They've issued new rules for that in this bill, and they are going after it. It's the hot button this year for audits.
Wow, that's excellent.
That affects
Wonderful
small
information,
businesses.
the small businesses to know. So I think you said there were a couple other bills that were passed as well.
Yes, the other one was the 2015 Highway Funding Bill. Now, doesn't that sound like a tax law? But it was signed.
Sounds like our government.
It does. It was signed July 31st, and the tax bill was put into the Highway Funding Bill right at the end. And so what that does
Sneaky
is...
little boogers.
They are. And it was mortgage interest reporting requirements. A lot of the changes in this bill will take effect for returns for 2016 filing, not your 2015 filing. But one of them is your mortgage interest statement that you get in 1098s. It tells you how much you paid in mortgage interest and sometimes taxes. Now they have to include on there the outstanding principal amount of the loan, the date that the loan began, and the property address. The IRS feels that people have been deducting interest more than they should. Because there is a limit on what your loan can be, and especially the HELOCs, where you have a line of credit on a fully paid for home. Well, that limit for that line of credit is $100,000. So you can only deduct the interest on that up to $100,000 of that loan.
Okay.
And with more reporting, that's going to be taking effect. Well, it took effect for the last part of 2015 and all of 2016.
Goodness.
That is not an ACA compliant insurance plan for your employees. So everyone who has, usually anyone under 50 employees didn't have to worry about that.
Right, yeah.
But now you need to worry about that part of it. That pushes more people to the exchange, or more people, small businesses looking at setting up small business insurance plans, health insurance plans.
Oh my goodness! And that's an adventure unto itself.
It is. That's
and I do, and I run screaming from it.
It is, and we have a subscription that all the changes that come down the pike, and it's amazing how many changes to that law come in. It's getting more and more complex. So, but the other things that will be coming up, that usually right around the end of the year they pass a bill that brings back what they took away in January. So they've done it the last 2 years, and so they're expected to bring back, it's over a 90% chance that we're going to be able to deduct sales tax. So they're going to bring back sales tax, their deduction. They're going to bring back being able to deduct your mortgage premium on your tax return. The $250 for teachers, they're going to bring that back. Good. I hope they do. Right now, none of this is deductible.
Goodness.
Tuition deduction, above the line tuition deduction, bringing that back. And also bringing back making charitable contributions out of your IRAs if you're 70 and a half. And that planning tool is important because that will reduce your income. That may help for most of your Social Security not to be taxable. So for someone over 70 and a half who wants to make charitable contributions out of your IRA, we suggest they go ahead and do it, even though the bill has not come back and probably won't be passed till the last week of this year.
Okay.
Because the brokerage companies and your trustee aren't going to have time to get it done if you wait till then. The worst that can happen, you're right back where you are right now, which is that's going to be income, and then you have a charitable contribution. So if you're inclined to do that, call them today and get that done.
Okay.
Because Christmas is coming up and the brokerage companies get really busy at that time. So the other things that they hope to bring back are bonus depreciation for businesses, 50% bonus depreciation on equipment that you buy. Also a section, it's called a 179 write-off, that if you buy equipment for your business or make leasehold improvements, that you'll be able to write it all in one lump sum off of your tax return, your business return. Right now the limit is $25,000. They expect that to be $500,000.
Big difference.
Big difference. So businesses, both large and small, have taken advantage of this in order to reduce their taxes. I want to say taken advantage, have utilized good tax planning in order to reduce their taxes within the law. So keep that in mind, that's really important for businesses. And also if you have business deductions, but you're short on cash, I don't say keep your credit cards at the max, but charge them on your credit card. You get to deduct business deductions that you charge on your credit card, regardless when you pay your credit card. So if it's coming up to the end of the year and you need that new printer or you need something for your business and cash flow, you're waiting for cash flow, charge it and then pay it off in January. You'll still get the deduction in 2015.
Okay.
So those are some. They haven't changed they haven't come out with the 2016 mileage rates yet. Right now the mileage is still 57.5 cents. So
goodness. Well, the thing I'm hearing in all of this is that you are an amazing wealth of knowledge, and someone who has any questions whatsoever, and a small business can absolutely benefit greatly from having conversations and sitting down with someone that is an example of financial planner and tax prep and all of the things that Klein Wealth Management does, because there are so many intricate things and small things that business owners may not be able to take advantage of without having someone like you and someone in your firm that has that knowledge that can take advantage of or participate in those benefits that are allowable to your business. And I understand that it's very easy to get with you guys. You can call and they can sit down and have a consultation with someone in your firm. So what is it? So they can go to your website. They can call you guys on the phone.
We have a wealth of knowledge on our website. We post so many things on our website as far as articles and calculations. We also send email blast out on lots of information. They can join our email blast for nothing. Go on our website. There's tons of free information and calculation on our website, kleinwealthmanagement.com. Management is MGMT.
Thank you. Yes.
MGMT.
It's Thanksgiving. We're not supposed to be thinking hard.
We have a
turkey overload.
We have a great team. Judy is financial planning manager. We have a tax side too. It's a team of 12. And so if we can't help you, then we can refer you to someone who can. I was thrilled to hear about Better Bookkeeping. So
absolutely.
We really want good books when things come in.
Well, you are listening to the Parkway Pulse on Lone Star Internet Radio. This is Trish Cooper with Patricia Cooper Insurance. I have been your wonderful information-absorbing host here today on Thanksgiving. We're going to take a short break and come back with our last guest. So welcome back, and we'll see you in a minute.
Do Doing business since 1985, Assistance League of Montgomery County is a nonprofit, all-volunteer organization where all proceeds stay in Montgomery County. We are proud to sponsor 10 philanthropic programs that enhance the lives of those in our community. Visit our thrift shop at 126 North San Jacinto Street in downtown Conroe or call us at 936-760-1151. Don't forget to like us on Facebook.
The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has been dedicated to educating Texans for over a century. In 1915, the Extension Program was established under the federal Smith-Lever Act to deliver university knowledge and agricultural research findings directly to the people. Ever since, AgriLife Extension programs have addressed the emerging issues of the day, serving diverse populations across the state. Texans turn to Extension for solutions in horticulture, agriculture, 4-H and youth, and family and consumer sciences. Extension agents respond not only with answers, but also with resources and services that result in significant returns on investment to boost the economy. Join us Fridays at 1 o'clock for the AgriLife Extension Hour.
Have a legal question? Are you a resident of Montgomery County? Call 281-645-6344 to talk to a volunteer attorney from the Woodlands Bar Association. We answer the phones on the first Monday of every month at 281-645-6344 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to provide general legal information and information about legal resources to Montgomery County residents.
Welcome back. Thanksgiving Day, you're listening to the Parkway Pulse from Magnolia Parkway Chamber of Commerce. We're on irlonestar.com, Lone Star Internet Radio, and you should be getting your turkey done, getting family together, enjoying some blessings with family and friends. And we're here with one more wonderful member, wonderful member of the Parkway Chamber of Commerce, and this is Ron McKeithen with M&M Texas Properties.
Thank you.
Welcome, Ron.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Ron is a good friend of mine. We go way back, and so I've asked him to come and sit down. You know, we are friends, Ron. We're good. And Ron is an awesome resource of information for me and my business, and has just recently started his own brokerage with M&M Texas Properties, and we're going to talk a little bit about his firm and what they can do, but some of the information that a lot of people don't really realize about what a real estate agent can do in helping people that facing foreclosure. A lot of people don't realize that there are things that you can do to help and maybe give those people an option.
Sure.
That you can do. So you started M&M Texas Properties. When was that?
September 1st.
September the 1st. Going 90 miles an hour already. Right. Ron wears about 14 million hats.
Right.
Does all of his things well. So tell us about what you started and how you got into real estate.
You know, I started in real estate and surveying. And, you know, I have a background that is a little different than the typical realtor. You know, most realtors will go get their license and start, you know, in sales. So I started from the real estate side, from land surveying. And then, of course, through that, became an investor. And then after that, decided I needed to save my real estate commissions by getting a license. And then became a broker. So, yeah.
And, yes. And I have worked with you on the surveying side, and so a lot of really good information. But as far as a real estate broker, you have a full-service real estate firm.
That's right.
How many agents you have working for you right now?
We are up to 9 now.
You're up to 9.
I know, and growing.
That's awesome. And you're located on 1488.
That's right across the street from Home Depot.
Okay. And so you have somebody in the office. Tell us, give us a phone number if anybody needs to contact you guys.
936-224-3945.
All right. And website that they can get some information about your firm?
mmtexasproperties.com.
All right. Okay. So one of the things that you do focus on, you do regular real estate, residential real estate, commercial real estate.
Yes. But we primarily focus on trying to help the public with foreclosures.
Okay.
Each month in Montgomery County, over 200 people are under foreclosure every single month.
Wow.
Just in Montgomery County. Harris County, it's thousands.
Mm-hmm.
And, the last thing that people even have an idea about is getting some help. A lot of people stick their head under the sand.
Mm-hmm.
Bills are stacked up. And, they might think about calling an attorney. They might think about selling their home, but a lot of people just don't know what to do. And that's where we come in.
Okay. So what do? You're giving them information, do they have options if their home is in foreclosure?
They do. A lot of people don't even know that they can sell their home when it's in foreclosure. They think that because the bank is in the process of taking it, that all things have to stop, and that's just not true. Someone who has tens or 20 or 30 or even hundreds of $1,000s worth of equity in their home, they're going to lose that if they get foreclosed on. And that's just the beginning of their problems. They're going to have an inability to buy a home for the next 3 to 4 years, depending on what loan program they try.
Mm-hmm.
And then because their credit is shot, their insurance rates are going to go up.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what we try to do is step in and stop that. And, give them information. Let's try to sell your home. A lot of people think that the bank wants to take the home. The bank really doesn't. The bank just wants their money.
Right.
So let's figure out a way. If you're really going to lose it, if you can't afford it, let's sell it. Let's get the equity out. Let's get you on a program where 12 months from now you can buy a new home.
Okay.
Don't let the world end just because you're in a situation.
Right. And I know from experience, you and I, like I said, we go way back. The one thing that has impressed me about how you do business is you definitely work with partners. You have you have built a group of partners that can provide services and information to assist someone buying a new home, someone in the situation like you're talking about here, from start to finish with building that credit. If you know somebody that's wanting to buy a home and they're not quite in a position where their credit is where they need to be, you have partners and you guys work together and
Sure.
And assist in that. So talk about some of the successes that you guys have had recently.
Well, sure. Like I said, I started as a real estate investor before I became a real estate agent, before I became a broker. And so, I learned the process coming from that direction. And it never really crossed my mind starting that, maybe there was something else we could do more than just trying to buy a good deal at auction or something like that. And so, yes, we buy real estate and we sell it. We sell it owner finance. And I have partners that we partner with, and we buy those properties together and we split profits, on the sale. But when it comes to the people that are actually losing those properties, that's how we use our real estate firm. We bring in that aspect of the business to try to help those people, make the best of a bad situation.
Okay. And you've had people that you have brought information. There's a lot of real estate agents that don't even realize that an individual that's in foreclosure can be assisted and has some options that they can do.
Right. When someone gets a letter that their house is going to be auctioned off, there's a date on there, and it's the first Tuesday of every month, and they think that is the end, that's the end of the world, and it's not. A lot of times a realtor can step in, work with the owner of the home, get the property on the market, pick up the phone, call the bank, and tell the bank what's going on and say, look, there's plenty of equity in this property. We have a good opportunity to sell this thing, get you paid off, get the bank paid off. The bank doesn't want the home. They want to know that someone's trying to do something. And so a lot of times we can get the bank to stop. Okay, literally forestall the foreclosure process. And if the owner of a home would just contact a licensed professional real estate agent, whether it be a broker or a salesperson, they can get that done. And in worst case scenario, we have to contact an attorney and see if we can use his skills to help get that thing stopped.
But you guys have access, you've got plans together, you've got contacts and people that are familiar with this process, and it becomes a very smooth process in that ability to help them because they contact your brokerage and have access to all of those things should that be something that's needed. You can help with that.
Yes. I mean, we have a full team of dedicated professionals. You're one of those people, by the way. You're one of our team. But make no mistake, I mean, it's easy. We smooth the process out for the owner, for sure, but make no mistake about it. It is a challenge on our side. I mean, this is a very fluid, volatile situation, and sometimes just finding the right person to talk to at the bank is a challenge. But that's our job. That's what we get paid to do, and we take care of that. So, but yes, for as far as the homeowner, yes, they just give it to us, let us deal with it. They need to just relax.
And that sometimes, can make a big difference in somebody knowing that you have somebody that's not necessarily out to just take everything from you. That there is an opportunity in a really bad situation to take that and, again, Thanksgiving, find those small blessings.
Amen. We need
and give somebody at least an opportunity to see if there's an option other than just allowing that to happen. And like you said, the banks, I don't think they're out to take the property. They're in to get their investment back out as best as they possibly can. Two
particular successes we've had recently, both of those with one of our really nice realtors, Paul Wethington. One of his very first transactions with us, the lady had $11,000 worth of equity. She was the one who didn't know that she could sell her home, and so here it is, Paul's able to help her. She walks away from closing with $11,000 and saves her credit, and then she moves on with her life. The world, the sun rises and sets in Paul's backyard, according to her, right? And then the other client that he had recently was smart enough to contact an attorney. He actually filed bankruptcy. The bankruptcy itself stopped the foreclosure, which he didn't know totally. And then we stepped in, and then we managed to help him pull about $30,000 worth of equity out of his house, and he got to move on up North Texas and carry on with his life.
That's awesome. And that's one thing is that, anybody, if you have any questions about being able to sell your property, anything that has to do with that, call the licensed realtor, ask that information, and find out what your options are. If you're looking to buy a new house, if you're looking to sell, whatever you need to do, that's what you guys are for.
Thank you.
Again, we've been sitting here having a wonderful discussion on Thanksgiving with Ron McKeithen with M&M Texas Properties, and we hope that you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving and that you have friends and family there to be with you. We hope you've enjoyed our show. We are here on the fourth Thursday of every month at 11 o'clock, Lone Star Internet Radio. This is the Parkway Pulse, and have a blessed holiday, and we will see you in December on Christmas. Might have a special guest.